it made everybody, I think, in the country aware. I mean, we've gone through world wars and all of that, and essentially felt quite protected within these borders. And I have been quite worried about, Charlie can attest to, the possibility, particularly of some kind of nuclear device in this country, probably more likely by terrorists than by some at least declared act of war by another state. And 9/11 made everybody realize that as humans have not progressed particularly in terms of how they behave with each other over the years, they have progressed enormously in their ability to inflict damage on those that they hate for one reason or another. And that has increased, for a long time in the world. If you didn't like somebody, the most you could do was throw a rock at them. And that went on for millennia, and then it moved into what you might characterize ironically as more advanced states. And in the last 50 years, it's increased exponentially. And so now people who are megalomaniacs or psychotics or religious fanatics or whatever, and who hate others in some unreasonable way, now have means at their disposal to inflict a whole lot more damage, incredibly more damage than they had not too many decades ago. And 9/11 brought that home to everybody, something they probably understood subconsciously and didn't think about very often, to something they thought about much more intensely, and it's become more real to them. It hasn't really changed my view about it. I mean, in the sense that there are millions and millions and millions of people in the world that hate us, and most of them can't do anything about it. But a few have always tried to do something about it, and now the instruments they can use, and the most extreme in a sense being the human bombs that have appeared in the Middle East, but there's more ability incredibly more ability for the deranged who want to inflict harm to do harm, and that's a reality.
To the extent that September 11th has caused us to be less weak, foolish, and sloppy, as we plainly were in facing some plain reality, it's a plus. We regret, of course, what happened, but we should not regret at all that we now face reality with more intelligence. This inconvenience that we all have, this tightening of immigration procedures, etc., should have been done years ago.